Lawmakers are calling for an investigation into Governor Gavin Newsom, one of his billionaire donors, and how that relationship helped exempt Panera Bread from a new state law. You see, back in April, major fast food chains will be required to pay their workers a minimum of $20 an hour. But Panera Bread and other chains that bake and sell their own bread separately on site won't have to.
KCRA 3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala joins us now after spending the day at the Capitol to press lawmakers on this issue and why Panera doesn't have to and other bakers.
Lisa and Ty, still so far, no one can give us the rationale or the reason why Panera Bread and other bakeries like it are carved out of this new law. But late this afternoon, the governor's office said his lawyers took a look and say Panera might actually not be exempt. Here's how we got here. Multiple sources confirmed this is something the governor pushed for in 2022 with the influence of one of his billionaire donors and Panera franchisee, Greg Flynn. Now, Flynn, who you see here in this video from our interview in 2022, he went to high school with Newsom and had business dealings with the governor. State campaign finance records show Flynn gave $100,000 to Newsom's campaign to fight the recall in 2021. He also donated $64,800 to Newsom's re-election campaign in 2022. That includes big deposits before and after Newsom put this exemption into the law that summer. Today at the state capitol, we approached the state lawmaker who actually wrote and carried the law as it moved through the legislature. He said he did not know why the exemption was in there.
I inherited the bill, so the fundamentals of the bill were in place when I took the bill over.
Respectfully, when you took over the bill, the exemption was not in there. The exemption was placed in the bill in the final weeks of the legislative session when you were carrying it. So were you part of the negotiation to include that exemption?
I was not.
You weren't, but it was your bill. So how were you not included in the negotiation?
In terms of, it's my bill, but in terms of the negotiations, it was bringing together the business community and the franchisees and the franchisors, and also SEIU and others, and through the governor's leadership, they came together, and what came out of that is what became the amendments to the bill.
Republicans are now urging some kind of investigation, some going as far to say the FBI should get involved.
Who's in charge of investigating this? Who's in charge of making sure that the law was actually followed and that there was nothing shady going on? And frankly, I don't think the Attorney General is capable of doing that. I mean, the Attorney General is likely to run for governor, and he's in the same party and very close with the governor. I think it has to be an outside agency that investigates this, and maybe even the FBI, to be honest with you.
Okay, so let's go back to the governor. In a statement this afternoon, Governor Gavin Newsom's office said, quote, "The governor never met with Flynn about this bill, and this story is absurd. Our legal team has reviewed, and it appears Panera is not exempt from the law." Now, that appearance is up for interpretation. Many groups involved in the negotiations understood this as an exemption, again, for bakeries like Panera. We have a link to the law directly on our website so you can see for yourself. We're still trying to figure out why this clarification is coming now after, as we showed you last night, I asked the governor about this 6 months ago. Flynn has not responded to our request for comment.